What's up, guys? I am your host, Aleece Desiree, and welcome back to the Daily Dive. Today, we will be discussing 5'6", 176-pound junior running back from Kansas State University, Deuce Vaughn. Let's dive in. Vaughn was born in Fayetteville, Arkansas to his parents, Christopher and Marquette Vaughn. His father, Chris, played college football at Murray State University. He spent 18 seasons as a college assistant coach at Arkansas, Ole Miss, Memphis, and Texas. And he is currently an NFL scout for the Dallas Cowboys. Needless to say, Vaughn grew up in the football world. Deuce's real name is Chris, like his father. His mom didn't want the family calling him Junior, so she chose to call him Deuce. In an interview with KSNT, Vaughn talks about other names he has been given. His favorites are Jitterbug and Sandblaster, a name that Gus Johnson gave him. Deuce Vaughn is from Cedar Ridge High School in Round Rock, Texas, and he played under head coach Sam Robinson. He was regarded as the 17th best all-purpose back in the class of 2020 by 24/7 Sports. He received several awards and honors throughout high school, including the 2018 and 2019 District 13 6A Offensive MVP, and he earned honorable mention All-State honors from Texas Sports Writers Association as a junior. During high school, he accumulated 5,472 career all-purpose yards with 50 touchdowns. He returned 4 kicks for 153 yards and a touchdown, and set school records for single-season rushing yardage, 1,940, and single-game rushing yards, 406. Along with football, he lettered 3 years in track and field and was honorable mention academic all-state performer. Vaughn was recruited to Kansas State in the class of 2020 as a 3-star recruit and was ranked the number 16 all-purpose back nationally in the class by 24/7 Sports. Vaughn received 7 offers and chose K-State over Air Force, Arkansas, Army, North Texas, and Missouri. When choosing a school, Vaughn narrowed down his options to Arkansas and K-State. Hours into their visit to K-State, Deuce's father received a phone call from his mother, and she stated, "This is the place. Everyone knew who he was, and they called him Deuce by his name. It was like everyone was just waiting for him to get here." When choosing schools, Vaughn was stuck between K-State and Arkansas. He liked Arkansas, but he thought he was a better match with the Wildcats and loved the plan their coaches had for him. Unlike other teams, they wanted to use him as a traditional running back despite his size. K-State won Vaughn over on his visit, and he committed the following week. Vaughn has never let his size determine his success. When he realized he was not getting any taller than 5'6", he decided to mirror his game after guys that were his size. In particular, he looked up to Darren Sproles, who is a former K-State and NFL running back who stands at 5'6". Sproles is now a consultant with the Philadelphia Eagles. During his NFL career, he had 19,696 all-purpose yards and 64 touchdowns. He was also a Super Bowl champion. The comparison of the two is unavoidable since they are very similar in stature, speed, elusiveness, and explosiveness. Sproles and Vaughn were both smaller running backs other teams wanted to utilize as a slot receiver, but K-State wanted to feature Vaughn as a star. Since being in Manhattan, Vaughn has flourished, so much so many other schools continue to try to entice him to transfer schools. In a recent article in the Wichita Eagle by Khalees Robinette, Vaughn's father says every offseason has been the same. "There are always feelers," he said. "In this new world of NIL and transfer portal, people will ask, what is he making, and is he happy at K-State?" According to On3, Vaughn in fact has NIL deals with DirecTV, Clear Clover, Cat Cans, and the Manhattan NIL Club. Vaughn also has a deal with the Kansas City-based company Charlie Hustle. They sell a t-shirt with the fan-supported catchphrase, "Deuce is loose." In a media availability after practice, K-State's running backs coach, Coach Brian Anderson, states, "I've never had a guy that's been a complete package like that, so that's where he's so different. And he's so smart. That's the thing sometimes that gets unnoticed, how smart he is as a football player. He can see things happen before it happens because he studies so much." During Vaughn's career at K-State, he has a long list of honors and achievements. Some include 2020 True Freshman of the Year, 2020 Big 12 Offensive Freshman of the Year, 2021 Honorable Mention Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, 2022 Preseason All-American, and 2022 Preseason All-Big 12. His career stats at K-State include 2,046 rushing yards, 25 rushing touchdowns, and he has averaged 5.7 yards per carry. He enters the 2022 season ranked third in Big 12 history in scrimmage, rushing plus receiving yards per touch, just behind Oklahoma's Kennedy Brooks and Texas's Vince Young. In a recent article on KStateSports.com, D. Scott Fritchen discusses Vaughn's continuous improvements. Anderson is quoted saying, "He's put on really good weight, and he had a really good offseason in the weight room. Our whole team has gotten faster, and he's one of those guys who's done that." Head coach Chris Kleiman has a plan for Vaughn. Most defenses will be looking for him, so they have to get creative on how they get the star player the ball. Although Vaughn has a bright future and is a Heisman hopeful and a future NFL player, he does not think about the Heisman or the NFL. His primary focus is bringing K-State a Big 12 championship this season. Vaughn is the embodiment of the selflessness and attitude K-State instills in their players. I absolutely love the dedication and work ethic this young man displays. Vaughn has pushed through and stayed focused and has shown us why he is the man to watch on that field. He is definitely a role model I wouldn't mind my son having. This season, I can't wait to see Deuce on the loose. If you would like to learn more about Deuce Vaughn, please feel free to check out the linked articles in the description below. Also, be sure to go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified when we drop our next video. Don't forget to leave a comment letting us know what topics you would like to see covered on future Daily Dives. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. For more, click here.